What time is it?
It's morning.
Okay. You were out on your bike all night, right? Easing your secret pain, just like the jackal spent 3 hours of the morning easing my own.
Elizabeth and her children were threatened again. I need to find out who's responsible.
Trust me, okay? It's all there. Now you two have to live up to your end of the deal. If Jason Morgan finds out what happened in the park with Elizabeth and her kids, he will kill you. And if he finds out that I had anything to do with it, I will kill you. Now all you gotta do is get out of town and stay out. Morning. Coffee's on the table.
Thanks.
I was thinking, do you want to take the kids to the beach on Saturday?
Is this something you really want to do?
Why not? Okay. I know it's not going to be easy to rebuild the trust, but we have to start somewhere. We love the beach. Cameron loves the beach. I thought it would be nice if we could be together the first time Jake puts his little feet in the ocean. It could be a special moment that we share. If I'm pushing you too hard, you just gotta tell me, but you really need to try to meet me halfway.
The only thing that I want from you was honesty.
One guy was 6 foot, gray hair. The other guy was shorter, darker hair. It was afternoon, okay? It was right in the center of the park. What?
Just that the jackal was rudely awakened from deep sleep, so just give me a couple minutes to focus, that's all. Not that I'm in any condition for cyber sleuthing anyway, since my heart has been shattered into cork-sized fragments.
What happened?
The jackal now has an understanding of stone-cold secret pain, and some things are too grievous to speak of. But simply allow me to enter the description of the evildoers that threatened fair Elizabeth and your progeny.
So, anyway, I do not expect to be seeing either of you around anymore.
Nope. But it sure was nice doing business with you.
This is going to come back to bite you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The 2 men that just left, they match the description of the guys who threatened Elizabeth in the park.
Those guys? Those guys are grips on Everyday Heroes.
Come on, Sam. I know what it's like to get caught doing something wrong and then deny, but if I figured it out, how long do you think until Jason puts it all together?
I don't believe anything you say or do. It's not about being mean. It's just honest.
We promised we could try again. That's why I'm here. But if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to hold you to it.
Well, that seemed a little too easy for you.
Because I don't know what you want.
I want you to fight for me. I want to know that if I invest in us again, that I won't find myself tripping over Jason anymore.
This isn't about Jason.
It's always about Jason. Whether he's your lover or your friend.
We're not friends anymore.
Since when?
Jason lives a dangerous life. I'm not going to expose my children to it.
Oh, so you didn't end your friendship with Jason for me. Or to save our marriage.
Whether or not you and I can save our marriage, Jason will no longer be a part of my life. If you actually believe that I hired the man who threatened Elizabeth, why didn't you tell Jason?
Because we're friends, and I would never want to blow your cover. Besides, I admire you. It was a brilliant plan getting those guys to scare Elizabeth. That perfect mom probably went running to Lucky, never to see Jason again.
I don't care about Elizabeth.
Sam, you disappoint me. Not long ago, we were all about ruining Elizabeth's life. Here I am waiting for the fun to start. Unfortunately, Mac gave me a description of what the guys from the park look like, and those two fit it.
No, those two do not. I already told you. They are workers from Everyday Heroes, my show. Remember that show? Besides, Elizabeth is living in a hell of her own making.
All right. That's how you want to play it. Just make sure no one else catches on.
Okay, I want you to hack into the security links from every building surrounding that park, and you find anyone who remotely fits that description.
Okay, why not have Fair Elizabeth take a look at possible suspects so she can help you narrow it down?
She can't.
I mean, it's really easy. I can just isolate the frames, blow it up, print it out.
I'm not going to be seeing Elizabeth anymore.
What about baby Stone?
I don't want to talk about it, Spinelli.
You can't be permanently separated from your
I've
firstborn.
decided to stay out of Elizabeth's life and her children's for good.
I heard about what happened at the park. You rescued Elizabeth and her children?
Yeah, I happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Good. Well, on behalf of my brother, I'm very grateful. Thank you.
You do know that Lucky was called to the scene. Okay, well, I could not believe the level of tension between him and Elizabeth, and I am pretty certain that Lucky is going to be desperate to be the one to find these guys, and I'm really worried that he's going to put himself in harm's way.
That's what cops do. Why are you suddenly worried about me?
Thank God you and the kids are okay.
It was terrifying. Elizabeth, what happened? A couple of men figured out that I was connected to Jason and wanted to use me and my kids as leverage against him. Oh my God, that's awful. Yeah, but I didn't tell the police.
You covered for Jason.
And I'd do it all over again.
I'll talk to you later.
Rick is on a warpath. He's going to come after Kate now.
You see, that's exactly why I'm here. Rick knows where you're vulnerable. He knows how to hurt me.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm wondering if Rick is behind the attack on Elizabeth in the park.
Did me or did Sam leave this place in record time?
Well, I'm just now starting to get to know my cousin. I just think she's still in a lot of pain over her breakup with Jason and looking for some place to put all that emotion.
You think she's putting it into me?
I think she can relate to what you're going through, yes.
You know what, you're right. I am feeling a lot of things that Sam's feeling. I'm hurt. I am angry. And I am embarrassed that I turned a blind eye for so long.
Why? Lucky, you believed your wife. There's no shame in that.
No, I believed Elizabeth's excuses and every lie that she fed to me.
Okay. Do you really feel that way? Because if you do, you're not being fair to yourself, you're not being fair to your wife or your children. I mean, have you considered that it just might be better to separate? Have you
can't give up on my marriage. No matter how angry I am with Elizabeth, I still know how to stop loving her.
I asked Jason to meet me yesterday after I had been accosted at the park. He made a decision to stay out of my life.
In case his life wasn't messed up enough already. Between the trial, everything else.
Right. He means so much to me. And beyond saving my life and Jake's, he has been more kind and selfless than I deserve. I love him. I love him. And I've rationalized all the time that I've spent with him that it wasn't hurting anyone, but the truth is it was hurting everyone. Me and Lucky, especially Jason.
Elizabeth, I know my brother, he wouldn't end your relationship because he was getting hurt.
Oh, he did it to protect Jake. And me and Cameron, he did it to protect us. But we're safer if there's no contact with him.
There's only one problem. You want that contact.
And I'd be willing to take that risk for myself.
You would walk away from Lucky to be with Jason.
I have 2 children I have to consider. I have to do what's best for them. And whatever happens with me and Lucky, whether we get divorced or not, I can never be with Jason.